So yet another former Trump administration official has written a book disclosing and discussing Trump's crimes, abuses, unfitness for office. Can we talk about what we should expect from our high government officials when they come across presidential crimes and abuses and unfitness for office? Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So yet another former Trump official has written a book detailing Donald Trump's unfitness for office, things that sure would have been nice to know in real time. There have been books by John Bolton and Bill Barr, and now there's a book by former Secretary of Defense Mark Esper. And he just sat for an interview with 60 Minutes on his book selling tour. And here is the headline coming out of his 60 Minutes interview from CBS News. Former Defense Secretary Mark Esper. President Trump suggested shooting protesters, missile strikes in Mexico. And here is just some of what Esper said in that 60 Minutes interview about why he's writing a book and making these disclosures now. Quote, "It's important to our country, it's important to our republic and the American people that they understand what was going on in this very consequential period, the last year of the Trump administration, and to tell the story about the things we prevented, really bad things, dangerous things that could have taken the country in a dark direction." And then Esper goes on in the 60 Minutes interview to detail not just that Donald Trump wanted the military deployed to the streets of Washington, D.C. to, quote, shoot protesters, and not just how Donald Trump wanted to launch missiles into Mexico and then lie about it. Because Trump said, well, just say it wasn't us. Nobody will know it was us. But Esper also talked about how Donald Trump illegally withheld money from Ukraine. Money that Congress had appropriated to Ukraine to defend against Russian aggression. Esper talks about how he told President Trump, what you're doing is against the law. It sure would have been nice for Secretary of Defense Esper to share that with the American people in real time, that Donald Trump was violating the law, because if you'll recall, when Donald Trump was impeached for withholding that money from Ukraine, Trump's loyalists and allies and lackeys in Congress said it was perfectly fine what he was doing. No, it wasn't. It was a crime. And Esper knew it. And Esper told the president it was violating the law. Wouldn't it have been nice if Esper had testified about that in Donald Trump's first impeachment hearing? So maybe we wouldn't have had to live through several additional years of Trump's American hellscape. But no, Secretary of Defense Esper just kept it to himself. He's talking about it now on his book tour. And I'm not here just to beat up on Mark Esper. Maybe he really did prevent, a parade of horribles. Friends, we are badly in need of a reset. A reset regarding what public service is really all about. A formal reset. Because as of right now, it seems like high government officials feel like, it's okay to just hide presidential crimes and abuses and unfitness for office, and then disclose it later, after I leave public service, in a book that I can profit off of. You know what? That's not okay. That's not what public service is all about. So I have a proposal, right? We've identified the problem. Let's talk about a proposed solution. An actual public service reset. It should be the expectation that if you serve in government and you become aware that a government official has committed a crime, then you should report it. In fact, let's not call it an expectation. Let's call it an obligation, a requirement, a sworn duty even. Let's just drop it in the oath of office itself. Here's the oath that I took both as a military officer and as a federal prosecutor with the Department of Justice. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So how about we just add one more clause to the oath of office? I will report any and all crimes by government officials. So that way, a Mark Esper can't decide for himself, well, I'm going to hide evidence of Donald Trump's crime by unlawfully withholding money from Ukraine because I'm hoping to prevent future crimes and abuses by Donald Trump. That shouldn't be the way public service works. How about we make good government, honest government, ethical government, law-abiding government an obligation, a duty, not just an aspiration. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.